Everyone. So, if you have watched even a handful of nature documentaries, especially from Disneynature, then you already know what exactly organ or orangutan is going to be, and that's the problem. On paper, orangutan has everything going for it: a visually rich rainforest setting, an adorable central subject, and a simple coming of age story that should appeal to families. The film follows Inda, a young orangutan preparing to leave her family and survive on her own, a classic transition into adulthood framed through the lens of the wild. It's heartfelt, it's accessible, and yes, it's undeniably cute, but it's also painfully familiar. The film leans heavily into the same formula that has defined Disneynature for years: anthropomorphized animals, a structured emotional arc, a narrative that feels more like children's storybook than an exploration of real wildlife. Instead of diving deeper into what makes orangutans unique, the documentary plays it safe, sticking to a predictable by the numbers journey, and that predictability starts to wear thin very quickly. There's a sense that the studio has settled into a rhythm it's no longer interested in breaking. The story unfolds exactly how you expect: no surprises, no risk, no moments that truly challenge or expand the viewer's understanding of these animals. It's designed to be easy to follow, especially for younger audience, but in doing so, it sacrifices depth and originality. What makes this even more noticeable is how often we have seen this before. Primate focused documentaries are everywhere. Even within the Disney Nature's own catalog, films like Chimpanzee and Monkey Kingdom have already covered similar ground. And outside of that, recent releases have explored primates in ways that feel more specific, more detailed, and more engaging. Compared to those, Orangutan doesn't just feel familiar, it feels outdated. Ironically, some of the interesting moments in the film don't involve orangutans at all. There are sequences featuring other creatures in the rainforest, like jumping snakes, that are more dynamic and surprising than anything in Inda's story. It highlights a core issue: the ecosystem itself feels more alive and compelling than the central narrative the film is trying to tell. That's not to say the documentary fails completely. Visually, it's still stunning. The cinematography captures the rainforest in all its beauty, reminding you why Disneynature becomes so popular in the first place. And the narration by Josh Gad brings a light, energetic tone that fits the film's family friendly approach, even if it doesn't add anything particularly new. There are moments that will make you smile, moments that feel warm and comforting, but very few that will stay with you. And that's where Orangutan ultimately falls short. It's not a bad documentary, it's just one you have already seen in slightly different forms many times before. It doesn't push boundaries, doesn't explore deeper themes, and doesn't leave a lasting impression beyond its surface level charm. In a time when nature documentaries are evolving, becoming more immersive, more informative, and more daring, this feels like a step backward. So, is it worth watching? If you are looking for something easy, visually pleasing, and safe for all ages, it does the job. But if you're hoping for something fresh, insightful, and memorable, Orangutan might leave you wanting more, because sometimes being good isn't enough, especially when it feels like you have seen it all before. Thank you for watching. Bye.